Back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. Does anyone give a fuck anymore? I don't think there's many people at this point in time typing in, how do I quit alcohol? How do I quit alcohol? Boyle, tell me how I quit alcohol. Just don't die, cunt. That's how you do it. Tell you what, I had a scare today. Last night, my throat had a little bit of a fucking tickle in it. Nothing to be alarmed about, just a bit of a tickle. Very ignorable. I woke up this morning, it was a little bit worse. I had to go do my other podcast, the Oppression Chamber podcast. Check it out. It's not on Spotify, just go straight to Apple. The Oppression Chamber podcast. Anyway, went over there on my drive over to the studio. My fucking throat started getting a bit sorer. Midway through that podcast, my fucking throat, I can barely swallow. So I'm thinking, fuck, I have coronavirus. I fucking knew I shouldn't have been tempting fate. I trash talked it too much. I got too cocky with coronavirus. Normally, I don't tempt fate. Normally, if anything like this happens, I shut the fuck up. Because I do not tempt the gods. That's for fucking sure. But for some reason, for some fucking stupid fucking reason, I thought, yeah, the first full-blown worldwide pandemic, let's fucking start trash talking this one. And I tell you what, at about 3 p.m. today, when I could barely fucking breathe and I couldn't swallow my own saliva, I was thinking maybe this was not the one to fucking trash talk. Maybe I should have trash talked fucking bird flu. Or fucking mad cow disease or something like that. Not fucking corona. Half the world is under house arrest at the moment. We're not under house arrest in Melbourne or Australia yet, but we're getting fucking close to it. They're shutting down schools, and I feel fucking sorry for the parents. You're going to be locked inside with your kids all day. What the fuck are you going to do? It's alright if you have a house and you're on a big property or something. Send them down to the fucking lake. What if you're in an apartment? They've closed all the schools in New York City. Now you got to sit at home staring at your dumb kid. It's hard having a kid just stay at home all day. My kid's 3.5, and I'll be sending him to childcare even after they close the childcare. I'm just going to throw him in there. And today, dropping your kid off at childcare, there is a little bit of shame. You're looking at the other kids at childcare, and you're thinking, all right, fucking Isaac's mum doesn't give a fuck about him. Sam's parents fucking hate him. You do, you judge. You look at the kids there and you think to yourself, their parents obviously don't love them. They would rather have an 8-hour break with the possible chance of infection and more pandemic than stay at home staring at their dumb kid all day. And I was judging the parents of all the other kids, and I'm like fucking trying to kick my kid in there. Like, get in there. Start playing. Fucking get in there. But yeah, the sore throat scared the fuck out of me. I went down to buy a mask. There's no fucking masks in town. So I had to buy one of those big fuck off respirator things, the green ones. That apparently do nothing anyway. Except for stop the spread to other people. It's like, that is the least of my concerns. Who the fuck gave it to me? But I came home and I gargled some salt water and it went away almost immediately. I've still got a little bit of a sore throat, but I'm not concerned anymore. I can swallow and I'm fine. I don't know what the fuck that sore throat was. Especially in a fucking pandemic like this. Fuck you, coronavirus. You're not getting Boyle. Fucking Boyle 1, coronavirus 0. I take that back. That was a joke. That was a fucking joke. Of course, I've learnt my lesson. I have the utmost respect for the pandemic, for coronavirus, for the gods. I got some inside information today from a source inside, not government, I don't know, but a good friend of mine sent me a message. His good mate's sister had a briefing today with some parliament dude, and she sent him a rundown of the meeting. And then he forwarded it to me, so I might as well read it out. I'll read it out to you. So this is what it says. Honestly, take it with a grain of salt. Everyone knows an insider. So this is what she said. Just got a 1 hour briefing from a cabinet minister after their full day on COVID-19 with the chief medical officers of Australia, UK, USA, Israel, and the Prime Minister yesterday. Summary as follows. 60% of Australians will be infected. South Korea is testing 15,000 per day. Mortality rate there is 0.6%. This makes it a bad flu, 10 times normal flu rate. That's the expected mortality rate in Australia. Mortality rate grows exponentially from age of 70 as per normal. Mortality rates there are 10 to 15%. So deaths in Australia to be tens of thousands, mainly aged. Mortality is not our and not their main concern. It's a third of the workforce being sick and the economic impact. There is no stopping the virus. Mask limited utility. Advice is to get in early while hospital beds still available. Masks only useful to stop infected people infecting others. There is one mask factory in Australia, which the Australian Defence Force has now taken over to produce 5 million masks. Most of our toilet paper is made in Adelaide, so don't worry about that. Vaccine up to a year away. Government response is not to stop the virus, but to flatten the peak of the bell curve, so we have only 1 to 2 million infected per month. Worst month expected to be June, easing by September, and all done by December. For fuck! That's a long fucking time. We will be in recession next quarter. This is a 1 in 100 year economic event, but we are going to manage it much better than in the past. Tomorrow the government will announce a whopping 1% of GDP fiscal injection to prop up the economy. This will be focused on small business investment. This is biggest government spend over our history, to be spent over 90-day period. The banks will come to the party passing on rates. Hospitals are cancelling elective surgeries to make bed space for aged infected. Difference between this and SARS, for instance, is that China failed to act for 6 weeks. It could have been contained. However, China sees the end in sight. Iron, etc. prices have not dropped. This is because Chinese mills are stockpiling, getting ready for massive production and rebuilding rush later in the year. Australia will boom again. And I can guarantee you, you stupid fucking cunts, that is not going to be happening. Australia will boom again. It's over. It's over. This is Boyle's advice to the government. The economy is fake anyway. It's been propped up with bullshit fucking money printing for fucking years. Just let it fucking fail. Just let it fucking fail. You can reset all the economies of the world. Just blame it on coronavirus. The thing is, there will be mass civil upheaval. There will be civil wars. There will be heaps of wars. A lot of people going to die. That's the only problem with my plan. But in 50 to 60 years, when we come out the end of that, we'll have a nice new society. We'll have a great new society of maybe 100 to 200,000 people worldwide. There'll be 10,000 people per country. And we'll start again. And I'm pretty sure I'll be one of the 100,000. I see no scenarios where I don't survive any of this. That was a joke, gods. That was a joke, coronavirus. Of course I fear you. See, you gotta appease the gods sometimes. Alright, that's it from me tonight. I'm fucking done. I haven't got coronavirus, I don't think. I still got a sore throat, but it feels like it's clearing up. If I do have it, I've infected maybe 100, 200,000 people already, so it's fucking game over. Alright, that's it. I'll see you the fuck later.